because Hare Krishna. Today is very special day. Today is Tuesday. Today I'm not going to teach. I want today Ryan to teach for everyone. Who is Ryan? Ryan is a Damodar kid, and Ryan is very famous. Everybody know him because he already gave very beautiful presentation on Lord Nrsinga Dev, and he was enacting so nicely. How old is Ryan? Ryan is just 7 year old. Oh my God, he's just 7 year old, and he's going to first grade. I mean, he's studying first grade, and he chants how many rounds?
First grade.
Yeah, I know that. You're going first grade. And how many rounds he chants? You all know that? He chants 2 to 3 rounds every single day. And he worships the deity. He likes to narrate the stories. And he loves to do drawing. All the time
Also
he likes drawing. Yeah. He also loved to do drawing and do all the activities and post in the group. And he likes one more thing. Every single day he asks teacher, are you doing moral story today? Are you doing moral story today? Ryan likes moral stories a lot. Isn't it, Ryan? You like moral stories?
I like animal moral stories. They're my best.
Oh, animal moral stories, your best. Okay. We will do something. Next Tuesday, whenever I get to do a moral story, that time I will get you for a moral story, animal moral story. Okay. And today, Ryan is going to teach us. And what is he going to teach us? He's going to teach from Srimad Bhagavatam a story. That story is King Nriga. We all know this famous story, right? He's going to teach that, and he's also going to teach some other story, it seems. And he's going to sing some bhajan, rhymes. Let's go and hear from him. Ryan, please take over.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I am going to share a King Nriga story. So let's begin. So first I will recite the.
Can you put the slideshow? Can you put the slideshow, Ryan, please? And also enable this.
I already put the slides, and I put the prayer now.
No, slideshow mode. It is not saying slideshow mode for me.
Oh, okay, just give me a second.
Here the TV screen kind of thing is there, right, Mataji? Near that zoom, where you can zoom the slide, there it is. Down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a new share?
Okay.
Slideshow.
Can you repeat again, Mataji? Slideshow.
Yeah, here there is 73 percentile, right, Mataji? There, if you go, yeah, the slideshow there, just beside that line, the first like it's like a rectangle box, and
the top, right?
No, down, Mataji, down only, Mataji. Yeah. Yes, on top, Mataji, on the top of the TV is internet signal.
Yes, remote control is there. Maybe you can take over and then you can control that.
Yeah, can you give that, Mataji? Mataji, I can show in mine, Mataji. Don't do that. Don't do that, Mataji. I can show in mine. I mean, I can open my PPT and show to you this. Yes, Ryan, start.
Oh, now. I'm going to recite the slogan,
Mangalacharna prayers.
Angalacha prayers. Om Aknantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Daksho Om Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Ishtapadaya Krishna Prajaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurapani Pracharane Nirviseja Shunyavani Patachara Sharanini. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhaktivinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, now I am going to recite the story called King Nuga's Story. Once upon a time, 5,000 years ago, in the land of India, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the son of Krishna, the son, were riding their horses in the forest. Their names was the children's name was Samba, Pradyumna, Charu, Banda, and Gada. Ban and Gada. While they riding in the hot sun, and then while riding their horses, they became thirsty and they decided to drink some water. One of the princes spotted a well, so they all rode up to look and began to look for some water in the well. When the princess the boys were surprised to see a large lizard in the bottom of the well. How could he be possible to be there? And they felt sorry for him, and then they decided to take him out of the well. Well, when they tried to fight, they did one thing and then another, but simply cannot bring the lizard out of the well. So temporarily leaving the lizard in the well, the young princes of the Yadu dynasty rode back to Dwarka city. When they arrived at home, they told the whole story to their father, Lord Sri Krishna. They said, we thought a lizard in the well in the fourth water, and he was this big. We tried to get him out, but couldn't do it. The Supreme Krishna is the friend of all living beings. He decided to go to the well and get him out of the well. When he arrived at the well, he saw the lizard was still there. So Krishna wanted to help the poor creature, and he lifted him out of the well. But a very strange took place. At the touch of Lord Krishna's hand, the ugly lizard turned into a beautiful demigod from a heavenly planet. But dear Lord, he said, I am King Nriga. Nothing can be hidden from you. You, as the Supreme Personality of God, and know everything. Still, you have asked me to explain my history, so I shall begin the whole story. Once, I was a really churchful king. I give away so many cows to the wise old appreciated Brahmins, but I'm not giving not only the cows, the Brahmins, I also give them gold, uh, houses, his, his, his houses, his houses, his horses, and elephants, and utensils, and somehow furniture. So after I gave them their cows, they left. They were satisfied, and so was I. I knew I was doing good results in my first life. So if you do good to others, good comes back to you. So, so he will be. So he is thinking that he will be good in the next. Unfortunately, while one of the Brahmins taking the cows that I had given him, one cow wandered away from the rest. That cow came back and mixed in with my other cows. So I didn't know this at the time, so by accident, I gave the same cow away to a different Brahmin. Well, so the next day, when the second Brahmin was taking the cow away, the first Brahmin came up to him and said, "This cow is mine. The king gave it to me." Then the other said, "No, it's my cow. The king gave it to me." They argued for a long time. Then they came up to me and said, "Why had you gave it back our cow? You gave it charity to a Brahmin." So so I said, "I do not know how this at the time. Please stop fighting over this cow, and please give it back to me. For making this horrible mistake, I'll give you each of you 100,000 cows." But they said the Brahmins did not accept my offer. "It's my cow. And I'm not going to give it up even for 100,000 new ones." Then the second Brahmin said, "It's my cow. You gave it to me, and I'm going to keep it." Then both Brahmins left the palace in great anger, in such a way that thinking that I had cheated him. So after the appreciated life, I died, and then I was taken before Yamaraj. Yamaraj spoke to me. He did a lot of good things while you're living, so you will be awarded, appreciated in the heavenly planets in your next life. But you also did some mistakes that you had suffered for. So what do you like first? The pleasure, or the pain? I spoke with Yamaraj and said, "I will suffer first, and then I'll be able to enjoy myself peacefully after that." So, with Yamaraj's mystic power, Yamaraj immediately turned me into a lizard. I tried so hard to be good, but for one mistake, that wasn't even my fault, I became a lizard. But due to my small five activities, I suddenly spend my days thinking of you, Lord Krishna. I will never forget you. I have learned my lesson. Doing good deeds is not enough. You can make a mistake and suffer. But if you remember Krishna, he will protect you. So King Nriga born into an airplane on the heavenly planets. There he will enjoy life, but no matter what planet he goes, he will never forget Krishna. Back in his palace in Dwarka City, in Dwarka, Krishna accepted his sons, my dear sons. Krishna, King Nriga, born with taking the body of a lizard, mistaking a Brahmin's property. So, my dear boys, this will be a lesson for you and everyone in the world. Do not take even my smallest mistake the property of a Brahmin. So that's the end of the moral of the story is always remember Krishna. If you forgot Krishna, you will be in the horrible condition of life. Now I'm going to go to the moral story now. Oh.
Okay. Now.
Now I'm going to recite the moral story and we will all listen to the moral story. It's called, the moral story is called, the moral story that Mataji haven't read before, Lion and the Mouse. So there's also some key details of the story that the lion's name is Danny and the mouse name is Molly.
Okay, you can continue story, right?
No, put us right over here.
Okay, there is some problem with this.
Okay, Ryan, you can just narrate the story. That's fine.
Okay. All was one day in the quiet jungle of the
Go ahead. Go ahead.
African in the jungle, in the rainforest, in the forest. There was a sleeping lion, and when he was sleeping in a tree. He was sleeping on the ground. It was quiet, and it was really quiet. There was a mouse laying on him. Then a mouse was walking. The mouse Molly, he was walking near him. So
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can continue.
okay, the first is there was a big old there in the old there's a big jungle with the trees and the birds singing. So one day, and there was a sleepy lion. He was sleeping under a tree, and then there was a mouse jumping on his back. Then he roared at him, and then the mouse said, "Please, I don't eat me. I will help you." So he laughed and said, and let go of him and said, "How is this mouse going to help me?" And then one day, the next day, then a hunter was setting up a trap and put a meat under the trap so the capture a wild animal. Then Lanny got trapped in there, and Molly went to rescue him. Then Molly, then in Molly, he nibbled the nest, and then and Lenny was free. So moral, small can easily help and defend in itself. Now I will go to the slokas, the song.
Still loading.
Yes, Ryan, sing.
Okay. Vrindavan
Vrindavana Ramyasana Nitya Chintamani Rama Ratala Bhakti Rama Manohara Abhita Kalini Rajam Sakili Kore Tahe Shope Kanaka Male Taramati Raknash Taramati Himapita Sarale Pestika Astadale Pradana Ika Taramate Raknashane Pashiyache Duijane Tamashange Nriga Ika Urupala Urupala Panyarashi Abhiyapale Chekashi Asha Pale Asha Shamba Sambasani Narodama Dasakoy Dityalina Sukamoy Sadai Purukamora Hare Vrindavana Ramya Sada Divya Chintamani Nama Ratana Mandira Maru Hara Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now I'll go to the slokas and my presentation will be done.
Okay. You know the shlokas, right? You try.
No, I want to sing.
Okay. We'll see if it is working or we don't know.
That's okay, Mataji. No need to share.
I
You can
did the
just recite.
kanda.
You can just recite.
Ryan, you can just recite, right? I don't know. Okay, okay.
Dharmakshete Kurukshetre Samvetaya Yasava Mamaka Padava Saiva Kimi Kuru Sanjaya Raja Vitya Raja Puryam Pavitam Idam Uttamam Prataksha Bhagama Susukham Kattum Prataksha Bhagama Dhamyam Susukham Kattum Avyayam Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Abhyutanam Dharmasya Tadatmanam Sujamyaham Nachayate Mirze Vakitachim Nayam Bhutva Bhuya Ajo Nitya Swasato Yam Purana Hanyate Hanyamani Shrite Associate Unrasociate Swam Pregna Vanusha Bashre Kadasun Agagasun Cha Nana Swasanti Pandita Wasam Sajina Yada Vihaya Navadi Gudati Ro Aparadi Vitata Sariradi Vihaya Jinai Anyani Samyani Navadi Dehi Patra Pushpam Palam Toyam Yumi Pekya Prashate Tadaham bhakti uparhutam ashnami prayatakmanaha. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avartimurtina asmastani sarvabhutani machaham deshvat adistavaha paritanaya sadhunam vinasaya katukhrita vinasaya cha dushkritam dharma samsapanatya susukamtas sambhavame yuge yuge aso. Okay. Thank you, Mataji. One shakalpa thurupyasha. Epacha. Haritanam pavanapyo. Vachumetu namo namaha.
Hare Krishna, Ryan. Wonderful presentation. Very wonderful presentation you did. Thank you so much for the story and the moral story and bhajan that you sang and the slokas. Slokas, you did very wonderful job. Thank you so much. And always, as always, when you say your voice modulation is very beautiful. I really love that. I want you to give everyday presentation. Will you do that, Ryan, for me? So nice, so nice. I loved your presentation like anything. It's just like the YouTube storytellers read aloud books, you know, that we get to see in YouTube, right? It's like that, just exactly like that. I want you to read all Srila Prabhupada books like that. Will you do that? Will you do that? Very sweet. Lots of love, Ryan. Please continue doing that. Vrinda wanted to share something. Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Ryan. I really liked your bhajan and your moral story, and the lion and the mouse moral story. And I also liked how you said the King Nriga story.
Yeah.
Thank you, Balavinda.
Yes. Now we will take turns to say what you like to Ryan. Okay, who wants to go? You have to raise your hands. Okay, Devarsh wants to go. You want to say something? What do you like in the story? Go ahead. Okay.
Well, I like your presentation. Thank you.
Devarsh, if you also want to present, let us know. Okay, we will give you the slot.
Thank you.
Okay, Maithili wanted to say something. Go ahead, Maithili. You have to unmute yourself. Maithili, we can't hear you what you're speaking.
I like your story and your song. Thank you, Devash. Maithili.
Maithili, if you also want to present, let us know. Okay, everybody gets chance to present. Shamrupni Mataji, please go ahead, Mataji. Or Subhadra.
Hare Krishna, Ryan. That was such a wonderful and very, very sweet presentation. You know, I really love the way you narrated the pastime. You know, you had so much voice modulation. I thought as though you are in the story itself. And you really sang very beautifully, Ryan. Thank you so much. It was very, very sweet and nice presentation.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Jadurani. Go ahead, Jadurani. You want to say something?
I like her presentation. Thank you, Jadurani.
Jadurani, if you want to present a small story, let me know. Okay, I will put your name. Okay. Good. Thank you for coming every day. Vikram and Kashi, go ahead.
Ryan, I really liked her presentation and how you were clearly saying the story and the modern story. Thank you, Vikram. Kashi.
Yes. So, Vikram and Kashi, you also wanted to present for the next month. I will put the date soon, then you can sign up for that. And Anjana Gopika Mataji is saying your presentation is so beautiful. She likes your presentation. Is there anybody who would like to speak about Ryan's presentation, or shall I say you small moral story? And
Hare
then
Krishna, Ryan.
oh, Indu Mataji is there. Please go ahead, Mataji.
This such a wonderful presentation, Ryan, and you covered everything. You did the pastime, you narrated moral story, even without the screen share, even without the slides, you were able to say the story so nicely. And then you sang a song, you sang a bhajan, and you chanted all the verses so well. You're so wonderful, Ryan. You're such a wonderful speaker.
Thank you, Mataji.
Oh, very proud of you, Ryan. Thank you for presenting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. So I will do a small moral story. Mataji, shall I do, or what do you think we will? Anjana Mataji?
Anjana Mataji is not there.
Okay, let me do. It's a small moral story. I was thinking I will do that. Yeah, as Ryan did already prayers, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Then we will just go to the story. As Ryan said, right, we need to do good things, but at the same time, we keep Krishna in the center. Whatever, if you do good things, good will come to you. And if you do bad things, and bad will come to you. It's the same moral story. So we will see. There's a little girl, her name is Radha. Okay, she was very pretty and very sweet girl. And she used to go to school every day. At the same time, her father used to sell a milk. So what she used to do, she used to take that milk and she used to go to house in house and drop the milk personally, and then on the way she goes to school. So this little Radha, she used to go to a government school because she's a poor girl, and her father is he sells milk and he takes care of the cow. On that money they live. So when she used to go to the school, and she's very sharp kid, and principal, when the teacher saw him, and Radha was very active in the class and very sweet girl. And every day when she's going back, she saw that this teacher was very new to the city, and they were also having a need of a milk. So this Radha used to go and give the milk to this teacher's family also. So this teacher is also very sweet, and he's very good, and he wants to distribute the education for freely. He was doing the tutorings after school, but then he never charged any money for the tutor. So then what happened is Radha also used to go there and see, but then she don't have time to do tutor because she needs to do supply of milk morning and evening. So she don't have a time to go. So but then when she used to go and give the milk to the teacher, there was a different grades of the classes, right? Tutor, she used to teach for a different grades. So once the children were doing the third grade math, and then this Radha was walking around, and then she gave the answer, and then teacher was surprised. Oh, you know the third grade answer, you are just first grade. And then he keep asking him, are so many other difficult questions in math, and she was just giving answers like that. And then teacher was so shocked. Oh wow, you know everything. And then teacher's wife saw seeing this little girl doing very nicely, and the teacher was praising her. And then they were talking, wow, you're praising this little girl so much, why? Then the teacher explained, wow, she's very talented. So one day what happened, the floods came, like how hurricane came in the Tampa, Florida, everything got gone, right? Every place water, animals died, properties get damaged. So like that, there was a big floods. And in that big floods, as this Radha and his father, like very poor people, right? They used to live in a small house, and they have two cows. And those two cows in the small house, everything got spoiled because of this big floods. And then Radha stopped going to school. And one day, the teacher was so worried. Why did Radha is not coming? She's very good student. Why is she not coming to the school? So then the teacher asked to villagers, go and call this Radha's parent. And they both went and they said what had happened. My cow is lost and my house is lost. I don't have anything. I can't send my daughter to the school. And then this teacher gave little money to the father and said, take this money, buy again 2 cows and start your life again. And at the same time, teacher got transferred to other place for a job. And then teacher moved from that place to other place. And in meanwhile, Radha has grown big and she became a good doctor, and she started a nice hospital and very nice treatment for all the poor people. And she used to not charge any money for the poor people, but she used to charge money for the rich people. And then she used to take care very nicely, especially to the poor people. As you see, like any poor person or any old person, any small kid comes, and she immediately used to call first the small kid and poor people inside, then the other people, because she is like more concerned to the people who don't have anything than people have everything. So then once there was a patient who had a little boy and they don't had money, and little boy needs a surgery. And she was telling to them, okay, how long I'm telling you to do a surgery for this boy? If you don't do surgery, then this boy is going to have a big problems. You better bring him immediately and put him in hospital, and we're going to do a surgery. But then that boy's father says, no, I don't have money. Where can I get money? I told you 100 times that I'm not going to charge you anything. Just bring him. That's it. So like that. And there was a one rich man you see here in this picture. He was very rich and he listened everything. And the nurse who is there, he was asking to pay money to this rich man. And then this rich man was very, you just told me not to pay money for, you are telling, your doctor was telling to not to pay money for these people, and why you are asking money for me? And then he was like, why is this? Then that nurse told, no, we don't charge for the poor people. We charge only people who have money, so that we use that money to help poor. So like this Radha used to go to village and put her a tent and take care of the people around, and make sure they are good in health. So one day a doctor from the nearby city called her, because she was a good surgeon too. So then he called to make a surgery in the nearby city. So when they were going on the road, it was very much rain. Again, it's big rain. So they went until half place, and then they saw that a big tree broke, and then they couldn't go anymore. And then they thought they will go on a other way, and they saw a nice house. A person was standing with the lamp, so they thought they can go and take rest here tonight and go next day for the surgery. But then what happened when they go into their house? This person who welcomed is the servant. Servant welcomes to the house, and so when he welcomes, Radha observes that in another room somebody is coughing. And then she asks to servant, who is that coughing? And then servant says, he is the owner of the house, is very sweet person, but then he has some disease, it is been troubling him, he's suffering a lot. And then, okay, don't worry, you don't worry about it, you go and take rest. That's what the servant says. But then Radha is a doctor. How can she be quiet, right? So she immediately goes, she goes and she gets her a kit, first aid kit, and asks the servant to get some hot water. And she immediately does a small surgery, and he will be fine. Next day, when the rain is gone, she will go to the hospital, and she helps the doctor over there. And while she's going back to her own village, she stops by again, and she sees that whether this person is good or not. Actually, when she sees that person is none other than who helped her to buy a cows when everything was lost. He gave money to his father, right? That's the same teacher. And then the teacher does not recognize Radha, but then Radha recognized the teacher, and she asked, oh, you helped me a lot, who are you? Like that. And then she says, teacher, I'm your student, you are the one who helped me. So this is what, when you help one person, the same help will come back to you. It might not be the same person helping like this in the story. Anybody else walking around can help us. If you help someone, other people will come and help. If you hurt someone, maybe some other person might hurt you, or the same person will hurt you. But then if you keep the Krishna in the center, That becomes Krishna consciousness. The help can be forgot today, right? You help someone, that material help might be forgetting today. But then if you do something spiritual, if you offer Krishna prasad and then give someone, then Krishna will bless them, right? That's the real thing. So we have to help each other. That is really good. But then if you keep Krishna in the center, that becomes the transcendental. That is real Krishna consciousness. Okay, did you all like the story? It is similar to Ryan's story today. Hope you all like this story. Did you all like it?
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice. So I don't think so. We will go to the breakout today because next presentation is going to start. We'll stop the recording here.